Yo. Yo.
Down now on the V Light class, two 30-foot Phantoms side by side. IMCO Popeyes with George Ariema and Matt Reed aboard, doing battle with CarCredit123.com with Ryan Beckley and Sean Rogers aboard. This is a battle for third place right now. Out front of this class, Screaming Eagle and Wild Ride have checked out. These two boats here are going at it. Identical 30-foot Phantom, identical Mercury 525 horsepower EFI inboard. CarCredit123.com, the former Wild Card boat, owned by Will Ross and Corey Chantry, number 32, driven by Sean Rogers, throttled by Ryan Beckley. Last-minute entry here in Biloxi at the season opener for 2007. Local sponsors include the IP Hotel, Casino, and Resort here in Biloxi, Mississippi, as well as Stan Ware and his Popeyes Racing Aerospeed Marine. Number 32, CarCredit123.com. First time in the boat for these two guys together was yesterday, doing a great job in third place right now. Out front of Team Popeyes IMCO, Matt Reed and George Ariema together in their 30-foot Phantom. George Ariema was very successful in 2006 with this boat when it was red, white, and blue. Now he's repainted the thing to support the Popeyes racing team, as well as IMCO Quality Marine products. Georgia's seasoned veteran doing a great job on the throttles aboard Popeye's Imco. Running very hard through the turns here at the east end of the course. There you see a very aggressive move by CarCredit123.com. Dive into the inside of George Ariema and Matt Reed, able to pick their spot right up and carry their speed a little faster through the turn. CarCredit123.com holding on to their third place position at this point over Team Popeye's Imco. Sean Rogers and Ryan Beckley aboard CarCredit123.com battling it out with George Ariema and Matt Reed in Popeye's Imco. Putting on a great show for all the fans here in Biloxi. Battling it out here. Reggie found the third. Still doing battle here in the V Light category. CarCredit123.com with Team Popeye's Imco right behind them. Sean Rogers and Ryan Beckley taking a little bit of the outside line in the CarCredit123.com as Popeye's Imco on the inside. There you see both boats getting a little squirrely coming out of that corner, but CarCredit123.com still hanging on to the third place as Popeye's Imco dropping back a little bit more at that point. There's SuperiorAsphalt.net trying to catch up. 30-foot skater, the first race in the ocean for this team. Third race overall. The first couple races for this team were on the lakes on the OSS circuit. Making their appearance here at the Superboat International Suncoast Offshore Grand Prix. Playing a little bit of catch-up at this point right now. John Talley and Ryan Beckley aboard this 30-foot skater. SuperiorAsphaltInc.net. Other sponsors include Ringelberg Exotic Auto, Phil's Site Prep, J.D. Byrider from St. Clairsville and Dover, Ohio, DNA Energy Drink. Very special thanks to Phil's Site Prep in Sarasota. EnergyThis.com. Grattan Mortgage, CarCredit123.com, Ref Sports Bar, and Mako Vodka. Freeze Frame Video is also proud to be a part of the Double Edge Motorsports S111 race team, supporting the team in any way they can. This is a local race team from here in Sarasota, so they've got a lot of extra help for this race in Sarasota. Some of the year-long sponsors include CarCredit123.com, J.D. Byrider, Florida Graphic Supply, Action Kawasaki Yamaha from Bradenton, Florida, the Chicago Case Company, as well as Gator Powerboats. There you can see all the spectators here in Sarasota, one of the biggest spectator fleets of the year and every year. Sarasota, the Suncoast Offshore Grand Prix, a highlight on the stop of the tour every year. S111, SuperiorAsphaltInc.net, Double Edge Motorsports. The yellow flag is still out. The boats are lining up for the lineup right now. We have the green flag, and immediately going out front, Mikasuki closest to the pace boat, along with Still Chainsaws. Closest to us now, TNT Custom Marine, Gary Ballou and Paul Whittier. Bermuda Barracuda right in the center of the shot. The S111 Fluid Sealing Products just dropping back a little bit right from the get-go here. There you see the two Factory 1 boats quickly being left by the Superboat stock boats. Barracuda currently in third ahead of Mikasuki Indian Gaming. There is Fluid Sealing Products battling it out with Still Chainsaws, taking a big bump right there. Fluid Sealing Products is a 30-foot Douglas Marine skater. The driver this week is Paul DePoo out of Key West, Florida. The throttle man is Ryan Beckley from Bradenton, Florida. Just ahead of them is Still 32-foot Doug Wright, brand new Superboat stock class. Fluid Sealing Products, a company based out of Texas, sponsoring the boat this week, along with Screamin' Nuts. You see all the spectators lined up on the outer mole there. Great place to view the races here in Key West, Florida. S111 Fluid Sealing Products. Go on board with S111 right here at the start. On board at the start of the race with S111 Fluid Sealing Products heading towards turn 1 in the Superboat stock class. Fluid Sealing Products 30-foot Douglas skater, S111. Paul DePoo at the wheel, Ryan Beckley's on the throttle. You see going past the Hilton in downtown, there's Mallory Square heading into Key West Harbor. Over 25 years of racing tradition here in Key West, Florida. Into line up, waiting for the green flag. The yellow flag is still out. Green flag is up right now with TNT Custom Marine dropping back, still leading the Superboat stock class right now on the inside. Fluid Sealing Products is there. There is TNT Custom Marine, Deep V Cats, Mikasuki Indian Gaming. Bermuda Barracuda is also in the top of the screen, along with AMF Offshore Racing in the Factory 1 class. But leading the race right now is still S13. Mike Fossey is the throttle man. Robert Noble Jr. is the driver. Very tight racing here. All these boats powered by identical Mercury 2.5 liter outboards. It's a 32-foot LA Marine custom built. There you see Fluid Sealing Products sliding by on the inside right there. That is a 30-foot skater, throttled by Ryan Beckley, driven by Paul DePoo. FluidSealingProducts.com out of Texas is the sponsor. All the way to the outside is S13, still owned and driven by Robert Noble Jr. and throttled by Mike Fossey. Great action here. 3 different boats drag racing down the backstretch in Key West, Florida on day 2. Looking back just a little bit right there, there is S1 Mikasuki Indian Gaming. Darren Schwartz, the driver. Troy Hannon on the throttles, rounding turn 2 right here. Things are getting really tight right here as Deep V Cats slides by. It takes a little flyer right there. Maybe just cuts off Fluid Sealing Products just a little bit. as they lose a little bit of control going around the corner there. There you see Deep V Cats getting a little loose. Frank LaMadrid on the wheel, Lee Austin on the throttles. Fluid Sealing Products taking evasive action, trying to get out of the way of Deep V Cats, heading into Key West Harbor. All this action at about 90 miles an hour makes for quick thinking, making sure nobody gets in trouble. Battle for third place. Fluid Sealing Products appears to have gotten around Deep V Cats, or alongside them anyway. A 30-foot skater side by side with a 32-foot LA Marine heading towards turn 1 here on day 2. It is Miccosukee Indian Gaming and Fluid Sealing Products. 32 Doug Wright and a 30-foot skater on board with Fluid Sealing Products right here at the start of the race. On board with FluidSealingProducts.com right now at the start of the race. Special thanks to all the crew that helped out all year long, including Sabrina Harris, Hunter Reith, Tim Kenny, Jimmy Spiros, R.J. Lasky, and Dr. Mike Liddy, and everybody else who made the 2007 campaign possible for the Double Edge Motorsports team. Doing battle here, heading towards turn 1 in Key West. Other sponsors for Double Edge Motorsports include Fluid Sealing Products, Ringelberg Auto Group, DNA Energy Drink, FreezeFrameVideo.net, Florida Graphic Supply, Superior Asphalt Inc., as well as Kinetic Animation and Reliable Services Group. Heading into turn 1 right here, Double Edge Motorsports, Fluid Sealing Products, hitting a bump right there. It appears as the port motor has shut off. Immediately they refire it and get it going again. You can see Miccosukee. Here comes a battle in the Superboat stock class. This looks to be Fluid Sealing Products and Bermuda Barracuda battling it out for 4th place at this point. Very competitive class here. One is a 30-foot skater, the other a 32-foot Doug Wright. Right now the 30-foot skater with the advantage over the Doug Wright. These two boats battled all season long, a bitter rivalry in the OSS. Bermuda Barracuda came out as the national champions for 2007 in the OSS. Chris Marshall and Dennis Berry did an outstanding job all year long to put together the points to win the national championships. Heading into the harbor turn, coming out of the harbor turn right now, S111 is a 30-foot Douglas skater. It's owned by Double Edge Motorsports out of Bradenton, Florida. The driver this week is Paul DePoo Jr. from Key West, Florida. The throttle man, Ryan Beckley. FluidSealingProducts.com of Texas is the sponsor for the team this week. All your hose, bolt, nut, and product needs, FluidSealingProducts.com, the Screamin' Nuts. Other sponsors aboard the S111 include DNA Energy Drink, JD Byrider, and Ringelberg Exotic Autos. Some other sponsors include Superior Asphalt Inc., FreezeFrameVideo.net, Chicago Case Company, and Action Jet Sports in Bradenton, Florida. This 30-foot Douglas skater is rigged and prepared by Double Edge Motorsports in Bradenton. Gear case is maintained by Craig Colabella of Colabella Performance, and the power heads are maintained by John Vanderstel of Offshore Concepts. Double Edge Motorsports would like to thank all the crew for making this event possible. There was a big jump for Double Edge team. Moving along right there. Kinetic Animation The main sponsor behind the boat, Throttleman Ryan Beckley, is the proprietor of Kinetic Animation, your home for all your vinyl graphics needs. Yellowfin Yachts, also a sponsor aboard, as well as Innovation Marine Corporation. Custom power steering system on Double Edge Motorsports by Latham Marine. And all the gauges in the boat from Lavorsi. The crew that has put together a year-long event for S111 include Tim Kenny, Sabrina Harris, Hunter Reith, Dennis Biacci, Dr. Mike Liddy, Alan Campbell for substituting at the last race, as well as John Talley for driving all season long. Double Edge Motorsports, FluidSealingProducts.com. Running strong here on the backstretch in Key West. 30-foot Douglas Marine Skater, powered by a pair of Mercury 2.5-liter outboards. Go on board with Double Edge Motorsports right here. Very special thanks from Double Edge Motorsports to the crew here in Key West. Jimmy Spiros, who worked with the team in both Destin and Key West, as well as R.J. Lasky, the super tuner from Island City Flying Service in Key West. Taking a couple little bumps on the way to turn one here. Not a problem for FluidSealingProducts.com. All year long, Car Credit 411 has also been a major sponsor aboard the S111. But for Key West, it's FluidSealingProducts.com as the title sponsor. Motoring across the backstretch with Fluid Sealing Products as they are just ahead of Bermuda Barracuda. There you have it from Key West. It was a great week for racing action here at Freeze Frame Video. Proud to be part of it. Special thanks again to our pilot Russell Kilpatrick, as well as our assistant Roxy Hanna for helping us capture the excitement here in Key West, Florida. We look forward to seeing you with two more races here in Key West on the final day. If we don't see you then, we'll see you in 2008 to carry on the offshore racing tradition. Thanks from Freeze Frame. See you soon.